Y'all, hey, welcome back to another episode of Thrive in the Room. I told y'all we was going at it all week long. I am on the go, but the work don't stop. I'm excited to talk to our guest today. We're going to wait for her to pull up so we can go ahead and add her. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. Uh, yeah, it's so hot outside. But it's cool in the room. It's cool in the room. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I am well. Thank you. On the go this morning. I had to make sure I get in the car. So thank you so much for your patience.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes, I'm excited. You look amazing.
So do you, and the sun is definitely hitting you right now.
Thank you.
That's what I love about Florida. It's enhancing our melanin.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for just wanting to be a part of our Instagram series, Thrive in the Room, here at the Balance Room. For those who don't know, if you might watch the replay, the Balance Room is a hybrid wellness space, and we just create feel good experiences like these. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna let our guest just introduce herself, share a little bit about who she is and what she does, and we'll go from there.
Hi, everyone. My name is Latoya Stewart, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Marooné Collection. I specialize in natural herbal skincare using herbs sourced directly from Jamaica to enrich, restore, and nourish your body. Oils from Ghana, butters, all natural. So we have herbal butters, we have soaps, we have your favorite African net sponges, and today is our restock day, and we have some new items. So I'm very excited to share. Our restock is this afternoon. It was pushed back from 12 o'clock to 2:30, where we will be introducing our new herbal body oil. So I am a product of my product. Over 15 years of doing this for myself in a space of obedience, God said, "This is your assignment." I will be very honest. I said, "God, I don't want to do it. I do it for myself. I don't want to do it." But if you're practicing stewardship, it means showing up when you don't understand, when you don't want to do it, and when you're excited to. And can I tell you, for the first time in my 36 years, I am in awe of my life. It has been 90 days, and he has been doing nothing but amazingness for my brand.
Yeah.
And glory be to God. I am happy to be here in the Thrive Room with you guys, sharing,
Yes.
learning more about you, and so you guys can learn a little bit more about me.
Yes, yes, come through.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're delayed.
Yeah, so
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we are a God led space, and when God shows up, we love to hear about it. So,
Yes.
yes, I love that for you. So, when you say like you're a product of your business, tell us the name again and how did you start it? Like, share. I know that it's a luxury brand, but tell us, how did you get into that?
So it's called the Maroon Collection.
The
So
Maroon
the name
Collection.
Maroon derives from the Jamaican rooms. Back when they were enslaved, the Maroon people fought and escaped slavery. They lived in the mountains and islands like Jamaica and other islands in the Caribbean, building communities and living off the earth, which is what God originally instilled in us. So this is my way of paying homage to the Jamaican and African diaspora by building Maroon, bringing money back to our people, sourcing directly. My products come packaged in a calabash. It looks like a gourd or almost kind of like a coconut. So each calabash supports a local artisan, from the calabash to the formula to the herbs. So we're supporting farmers, growers, everyone. We're putting money back in the hands of our people versus mass producing in China. We're getting back to our roots.
Mhm.
So again, I've been doing this for 15 years. My father, my mother, they're Jamaican born. I'm a descendant of the Maroon people. And just through years of experiencing, I knew herbs to make you feel better. But then I
Yeah.
started looking into like, it has to have other properties. And that's when I learned herbs can actually benefit your skin, which is the largest organ on your body. So with my products, you can deeply restore your skin. I'm talking about fine lines, wrinkles,
Mhm.
eczema, anti-aging. You know, big pharma doesn't want us to rely on what is natural, what God really
Mhm.
intended for us. So have you ever bought a product and it worked for you initially, and then after a while your body started to reject it? You're just like, I paid $120 for a cream at Sephora and it's no
Aha.
longer doing what it's supposed to do. That's because these things have a time frame, a time period. What
Mm.
God gives will always replenish. So
Yes.
my product
Yes.
is so natural, you can actually consume it. Going to Ghana and sourcing directly, I learned they actually use shea butter to cook the same way we use coconut oil to cook for their meats. So if you can eat what you're
Mhm.
using for your skin, would you not rather use that?
Of course. If I could put it in my
Yes.
body, then yes, I would have put it on my skin.
Yes. So we have our most impactful transformative butter, which is the Maroon Reserve herb that is infused with over 25 herbs for a real transformation for your skin. People have seen their scars fade, their eczema clear up, their skin looks so much more youthful just because a lot of things that you're taking over the counter medication and pills for, you're getting back just because of the infusion process. Now, I know there's a lot of herbal skincare out here. But what separates maroon is the intention behind it. A lot of people will look at herbs and say, hey, this is good for that. This is good for that. Do you know that there's a way to extract herbs and roots? You don't just put everything together. So sometimes you'll say, hey, you'll see a product that says, hey, I have 50 herbs. So it's good. A lot of those are redundancies because they're counteracting
Mhm.
each other. So sometimes you have to infuse a certain amount of herbs during one period, and then some herbs are infused during a cooling period. So a lot of people aren't even informative on the extraction process. So you're not getting the real benefit. In 30 days alone, people were seeing
Mhm.
their scars fade. People have been using it for their kids. People are just like, Latoya, I'm falling in love with my skin. Like, my skin is turning me on. And I'm just like, now you can look like me. I get so many compliments on my skin, and that's just because I am tired of the over counter stuff. You know, they
Mhm.
say, hey, it's good for these 10 things, but you ever pay attention to the guy that whispering, hey, it may cause all these side effects and this and this and this? Nobody wants all that. I don't got time. It's like a
Yes.
skin BBL. At some point, your body will reject it and you will look crazy. But you know, going back to my roots is just so important because, especially in a time where so much is happening, we just lost Dolly Parton. We're just,
Mhm.
everybody is going. So, how can I do my part with helping take care of me, watching what I eat and also to what I use? We underestimate the fact that it's external care and misunderstand that no, you're actually still allowing your body to take these things. Some of the creams and oils that you use, they're actually penetrating your bloodstream on a bad way and you don't even realize it. You're just looking at the benefits that's on the label. So why
Mhm.
not start paying attention to what is actually for you? Now, if we run it back, I told you this came to me in a time of I didn't want to do it.
Mhm.
Last year, I was in a place where I thought I had my dream career. I'm originally from New York. I loved it. Can I tell you, I was so incomplete. I
Mhm.
would wake up crying to what was supposed to be my dream job. And then I started saying, God, please, like, I'm ready for my purpose. Like, I don't want to
Yes.
do
Yes.
this. And I went into 30 days of prayer and fasting. He revealed a lot to me. He made me cry a lot. I
Mhm.
felt broken. But I realized I was purging. I was purging a lot of weight. And in that time, he started to give me fragments of what I did not understand. And eventually, it was a random day in August. I reached out to my friend. I said, hey, I want to go to Ghana. He was just like, okay, I'm going in December. And I was like, wow, I was thinking about going in December. I thought I was going to Ghana for Dexy December to party and live it up. No. Mm-mm. By the time October came, he gave me the full vision. And I said, oh, we're going to work. We're not
Mhm.
going to party. Can I tell you, I was in Ghana for 10 days and I slept for 20 hours?
So you were working.
Now, if you've
You
ever
were
been to
working.
Dexter December, you are partying until 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
So I'm spending time with my friends, but also too, I am getting up, I'm going out and I'm finding vendors, artisans, sourcing my raw materials. And God, when you surrender and you give it to Him, He will
Mhm.
give you what you need. Not once did I ever feel fatigue. I just felt like my feet had somewhere to go. My heart had somewhere to go and I
Yes.
was not stopping until it was done. I came back looking like the bag lady. I said, Delta, we got a status for a reason.
Good
And
morning.
yes. And when I was launching the business, the first person I told was my best friend. And immediately on my heart, a voice said, that's enough. So I had people flying in for a shoot. They didn't even know what they were going to be filmed for. Now, none of us are models, but he will align you with the right people when it comes to
Yes.
his business, his resources. Today, I just read Exodus 31, 35, and 37, 36, and he will give you those who are skilled for your mission without you
Mhm.
having to do the heavy lifting. And I'm like, okay, this is really happening.
But that's you being
Okay.
obedient. That's
Yeah.
you being obedient.
And I will reveal to you today something I have not even shared yet.
Mhm.
So you're going to get an inside scoop.
Yes.
In the first 30 days, now within that first 30 days, can I tell you, in less than 2 weeks, my business was endorsed by a major name, a major, something I thought would have been down the line. My business has been endorsed by Kamani Marley. You mean to tell me my Jamaican brand has been endorsed by one of Bob Marley's sons who
Mm.
tried my product, who loved my product? Also,
Yes.
too, also
Yes.
too,
How did that make you feel?
I couldn't help understand it.
Mm.
I There was an event and I thought I was like, oh, I don't want to go. I said, Latoya, you have a business based off of Jamaica. What are you talking about? So I
Yes.
thought I was just going to go, I'm such a socialite, but yet a huge introvert. I was like, I don't like to bother people. And I saw him and a voice said, shoot your shot. Tried it. He gave me an amazing interview that I have yet to post. And as he started to apply, he's like, oh, this feels good. And then he just started rubbing. He got in there. And then
Yes.
he said, he was like, wait, can I have this? I said, no, I want to send you a brand new one. In less than 2 weeks of launching my business, a Marley endorsed my business. And in that same event, I presented it to the Council General for Jamaica, who
Mhm.
invited me to come to the consulate to present my business. Within the first 2 weeks of launching my business, won't he do it?
You just had to get in the room. You just had to get in the room.
I have been in awe because there's times I'm sitting still and I'm like, God, what
Hmm.
are you doing for me?
Yes.
I want to be in that place where right now, if I can see my vision, I'm not dreaming big enough. He
Hmm.
wanted us to live in abundance and in the place of overflow. So I want the things I can't understand, can't comprehend. So he has been shocking me for these last 90
Yes.
days, and I am letting him do it. You every time you feel like your back is against the wall, he will carve a door through a brick wall to say, just walk.
Hmm.
And you will work because you have to work. But guess what? Sometimes he will make you work faster. He will
Hmm.
bring you through an obstacle faster. Just give him your faith.
Yes.
So I have been showing up and I'm like, God, I don't know. I never did this before. People are liking it, but you know what? It's working. I don't know. I am showing up where I'm just like, okay, I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I said, God, are we touching this today? If he don't say, hey, we touch this, I did not touch it. Now,
Hmm.
when we launch, I said, God, I do not want to get overwhelmed by tracking sales. I want to get overwhelmed with your mission.
Hmm.
That's where I want to be. So
Yeah.
ever since, I have been playing ping pong with my brand because I'm in New York, I'm in Miami, I am here. I took my business to Essence Fest, not as a vendor, but just someone who just wanted to be present, set up a tripod. The first person, I'm like, hi, do you guys want to try something new? Some people are just like, oh. Then so you have some people like, yeah, sure. Can I tell you, these women and men spoke life into my business.
Hmm.
There was one woman who, the first second of speaking, she said, let me tell you something. You are going to be here next year as a vendor and you're going to have a big, I'm like, oh, my heart, my heart.
Yes.
What you talking
Receive
about?
it. Yes.
I went with 300 samples. I came back to Florida with 80 samples and I did the maroon, what I consider the maroon camp, giving live testimonies of people falling in love. And I'm just like, I know I like it, but y'all really like it? It's different when you create something with your hands, but then it's also
Yes.
different when you create something with purpose. And
Yes.
I declare it. because God wants us to live in the overflow, as I just said. When
Mhm.
people say, "Hey, this is my friend, she has a small business," I say, let me tell you something. There's nothing small about my business.
Yes.
There is nothing small. You can say I'm a new business owner, but there is
Mhm.
nothing small about Maroon, because Maroon is going to be in a place where you do not understand and I do not comprehend, but I will show up. I will show
Mhm.
up 10 toes down every single time.
Yes, I love it. Let me tell you, this is how you thrive. I love it. When so I'm just to continue what you're speaking on. Whenever I do the Thrive in the Room series, it's I do it all year, but I don't really like promote it like that. So I was like, you know what, let's do a Black Business Edition and let me get and when I tell you the lineup this week so far, y'all
Mm,
have been coming through. Everybody has been God led. It has been so good, and I'm so grateful. I just wanted to say that. So, to each and every guest, thank y'all so much. Y'all have been coming, sharing a story, and I feel like God has been the center of it all. And you coming today, we like you're a testament to what that looks like to be courageous, to not know and to still do, to still be obedient and know it's going to work out. It has to work out, you
yep.
know? And I
And
love that for you.
thank you so much. I get people, they're just like, "Latoya, like you have this light about you." I said, baby, it's the God in me. I said, trust me,
Mhm.
there's times I want to cry in my pillow, but guess what? I know God is greater than my fears.
Mhm.
And until he is ready to show you his full purpose for you, it's going to get hard. But that means
Mhm.
you're getting closer. And
Yeah.
then when the enemy decides, "Hey, let's try to intervene," like for example, today, my launch is supposed to be at 12 p.m. He is trying me. He is trying me. But I said, let me tell you something. My God is an awesome God. It's okay.
Mhm.
Delayed, not stopped. So I'll push the
Yes.
time back. I would rather work in the details of my business because that's where God does his greatest work. So if I have to fight, I would rather say, "Hey, I finesse this," versus just forcing something to be present, because
Mhm.
a lot of people, they chase sales. You know what God did? God gave me community. And
Yes.
a lot of people, they build the business and then try to find the community. I'm new
Mhm.
to Florida, and I'm just like, I want some women who are healthy mentally, emotionally. Can I tell you what started as a rant on TikTok grew to me connecting with over 1,000 women? We
Yes.
have a
Look
series
at
called
that.
Dating for Friendship, and these women are God led. I'm like, no, I want the people who I can call and say, "Listen, send a prayer," and actually will pray. Not the ones that are like, "Yeah, no," he is
Yes.
putting God fearing women
Yes.
in
That's me
my
saying
life.
community. Community.
Thank you.
Yes.
Women who are inviting me to church. I found my home church at Believer City just because of one of these women. Now we are over 300 women here in South Florida dating for friendship. And can I tell you, these little women pour into me every step of the way. They like, "Latoya, you
Yes.
need help with your business? Like we could pack something. We may not know what to do." So he said the two must exist together. So he
Mm.
gave me community, and then he said, "Here's your assignment." So the community came first and then Maroon. So now I'm just like, hold on. I see what you did there.
Hmm.
Hold on. So that's why I'm not chasing. I'm just showing up.
Yes. I remember when before I was the Balance Room, I was Tribe of Sunflowers. I transitioned, I did a rebrand. But initially we began as Tribe of Sunflowers, and we had our first event, I believe it was in 2018. And there's someone, she's gonna be on Thrive in the Room on Saturday, and she
Mhm.
was like my first speaker that I booked to do my event. And one of the things she said to me, and I was so nervous about that day. The event was wonderful. Like I it was overflowing with vendors. The community showed up, and she was like, God said, don't worry about the support. The support gonna always come. Because I'm
Yes.
like, are people gonna come? Am I gonna sell tickets? And making money is great. We want to make money,
Mhm.
but you don't want to chase that thing. So I've always been grounded and rooted in community and building and what that looks like. And the support has always come. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to talk with her Saturday because like she was right. And like you're
Yep.
saying the same thing. Like when it's
Yep.
God led, it's going to work out. You don't have to stress about
Yes.
those small like chasing the sales is like a small nuance in the big scheme of things, because what
Yes.
you're building, of course, you want to profit off of it, but when you're passionate with what you're building and you know what it's rooted in, what you're creating is so much bigger than just a luxury brand. It's bigger than that.
Oh,
You're coming into
absolutely.
contact with these women, you are creating community, it's elevating you as a business owner, as an individual, and it
Yes.
doesn't stop at this. Like, I'm sure you're going to do way more than the Maroon Collection. This is just
Thank
your
you. Thank
start,
you. Thank you.
you're going to do more. So yeah, so I just wanted to echo that on I've learned through, someone prophesied it to me, like, girl, don't stress about that. The things that we're
Yes.
stressing about, God is already taken care of. Like, we stressing about something that was number 356 on the list, and God done took care of 1,000 things. So,
Won't he do it? Because the Bible says you can't serve both man and money. And a lot
hmm
of people think because they get the money, it's God blessing them. When in fact, no, 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 baby, it's the enemy. It's the
hmm
enemy entrapping you. So as my business grows, I do not focus on the sales. Last month, I had my first sold out month. So this restock, everybody's like, hey, when is Maroon coming back? I'm like, oh, y'all remember? Oh, y'all looking? Oh, okay. This is cool. I have only, I think, 109 followers on social media. I haven't even been heavy posting my business on social media. But now I said, Latoya, we have to work in the detail because there is so much God has done and provided for me.
yes,
I'm just like, okay, we got to go tell it on the mountain. We got to
yes.
let this overflow spread. And I am so shy where I'm a selfie girl. I take a quick picture like this and he is telling me to go tell my testament. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I can't just do the assignment. He's just like, if you don't go spread my word, woman,
hmm
go
But
spread my word.
but you listening today. You listening
Yes.
today because you're
Thank you. And that's just
definitely
because
giving
of
us a word.
you. And that's because of, honestly, when I saw your message on Threads, that was my first day on Threads. That was
Really?
my first day. I've downloaded Threads probably 3 times. I was like, nobody want to be on this. And it just so happens your message was probably the second thing I saw. And I was like, let me go shoot my shot. Let me see if she acknowledges. And here we are today.
Yes. Listen, I use, so I've learned that Threads is like, when you want to shoot your shot, you go on Threads. Because for some reason, I don't know if it's like the algorithm that Threads is built on. I normally will post it on Instagram. I never really do a lot on Facebook, but I was like, let me go just post it on Threads and see, what happens. And y'all was commenting. I was like, oh, okay, we got people interested. I did a quick little intro and I'm like, ooh, these are new faces. Like, I want to
Yes.
meet these people. And y'all are here. Like, you're in South Florida. And I'm like, South Florida is so big, but it's also so small. And it's
Yes.
like, how do I not know who this is? Like, you're somebody, you have this big thing going on. How do I not know who this is? So the fact that you was like, oh, I'm interested, and everybody else who said they were interested, I'm grateful.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Thank you for
grateful.
putting yourself out there. So I am grateful for you. If anything, giving the voice back to people and especially allowing people to feel seen and feel safe and not
hmm
feeling overwhelmed. I think that's the beauty in what you're doing. So continue to keep doing
Thank
that because
you.
you will always thrive because you in the
Thank
room.
you.
You created the
Yes.
room. You created
I
the
receive
room.
I receive that. Our goal is to have a brick and mortar. And of course it's gonna be like, if you go on the website, anybody that's ever been on there, it's like a walkthrough of being in the actual space.
Mhm.
So creating community, I feel, should not stop just because I don't have that space yet. Because once the space is there, I still want to nurture our online community as well. So now we
Yes.
have, this Instagram series of Thriving in the Room. And I'm like, well, once we get the space, then we'll just be able to bring those people to the room. And that's why it's important to me that it's locals, it's people that are in South Florida, because I want y'all to pull up when there is an actual space.
Yes.
I want y'all to bring your services, bring your products, bring them here so we can expand it to the community. Some of y'all need a home. Bring those products. Let them have a home at the balance room. Bring those services. Let them have a home at the balance room. So, yeah, so it is all just building the foundation of what community looks like, what it feels like. And when you say, like, send the people that are aligned with what it is. That is always my prayer. I'm always like, God, send the people that understand what it is that I'm building, who truly want to be a part of it, not just be opportunists. Because you have people who come and they only want to come for the information to learn how you're doing something. And I'm not a gatekeeper at all, but I've
Yes.
learned that there are certain things that I have to gatekeep.
Hmm.
There are certain things I have to gatekeep, because if somebody wants to know how to build a luxury brand, Latoya's gonna need to gatekeep, because they're gonna need to book a session with you to see how to build a business. That's just, some things are just not free game, because you took the long road to get here. You can't just give that away. But I'm pretty sure if they follow you, they might get little tips and little tricks along the way.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
and I think true community understands what that is, and they buy the value of what it is that you're offering. So
Yes.
that's my prayer, is that God, send the people that's aligned and understand what it is that I got going on.
Yep.
And God has always done that. And if they're not aligned, they show up and they fade
Yeah.
away.
Listen, you get the power of the tongue is so real. You get exactly what you pray for.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. And God is also a funny God. He will give it to you, and you be like, "Wait, you gonna do it that way?" Of all the ways for you to do it, but guess what? You prayed for it. And
Yes.
see, as she said, divine alignment. One
Yes.
of one of the bigger things I prayed for in the beginning of this, and I said, God, I would say every morning, God, remove people and the things who are no longer for me. Give
Hmm.
me the strength to walk away. And at one point, I started to realize I was actually keeping people he was removing. I
Hmm.
was still making those phone calls or reaching out. And I'm like, hold on, wait, Latoya, for a second. So then when I said, let me not chase, let me just see and receive, I was like, oh. And then he started to reveal. He started to
Hmm.
reveal why those people didn't need to be there. But then he started to plug in, he started to align. I am meeting people who they work in the background of business, building as far as that community, that
Hmm.
presence, business strategy. I'm like, hold on, HR, project man. I'm like, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm learning from all of these
Yes.
people. So, as I just said, he will bring the people, the resources who have the
Yes.
skills so you don't have to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And these women want to help. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. All right. Now, I'm like, God, understand, no matter where you take me, do not ever steer my faith towards money. I
Mm.
understand that it is a
Yes.
resource, but what people fail to realize, and I think the more I grow in my alignment, you cannot trust your mind. You have to trust your heart because your mind will always betray you. Your heart won't. Your
Mm.
heart posture is so important. So if there's anything
Yes.
I'm working for, it is my heart posture
Mm.
because that's where God gives you your message. That's where He gives you your direction. And my daily prayer consists of open my eyes to see what you want me to do, open my
Mhm.
ears to hear, because what we don't realize, especially since with technology and just life and we live a lot of times in a place of white noise. So we're
Yes.
overstimulated. No, no, no. I want my quiet time. I want God to talk to me because I've done my life for over 30 years, my
Mhm.
way. I want it His way. I want to thrive with God. I want to live
Yes.
abundantly with God. Whatever abundance looks like, life, love, health. Take me there.
Yes.
That's it. That's
Yes.
all I ask for. And he's been doing
Yes.
an amazing, amazing job. And like I said, for the first time ever in my life, I am in awe of my life. There's times I look back, and though we're not a multi-million dollar company yet, because we will be
Yes.
there very soon. Okay. I'm like, this is my company. Like my
Mm.
name is a tie to this.
Yes.
When people see, I wish I had one of the calabashes with me. They're just like, whoa. So everything is different. There is nothing like maroon that is out there from the packaging to the experience. So no two things can be the same, especially when God is involved.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, listen, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like you came prepared. You are so well spoken. And when I was just talking to Kiana yesterday, um it was like the magic of what we were talking about, and just having that stillness. So you know how you said sometimes you just got to be still and you got to
Yes.
listen and you got to receive. And I think that you coming after her today, y'all just elevated. Like it's really elevated. I'm when I God will send you messages in any way that you need to receive them. And I'm just in awe. I'm a little speechless as well because I feel like this is our first time meeting each other.
Mhm.
And some of the words that you're saying, the greatness and what this looks like that we're building, we have to sit it in it and receive it. You got to
Yes.
take that moment, look around and bask in what you created. And I've had to learn that because I
No.
wasn't not like I've created feel good experiences for years, and women have truly came and told me that what they receive and how they leave and how they feel. And I'm like, I created that. I did that. Like, I told God I wanted to do a thing, and the thing has been done. So just learning to receive that goodness. Like,
Yes.
you that girl. Like,
Yeah, we're those girls. We're
yes,
those
we
girls.
are.
Yes,
We are.
yes. But to add to what you're saying, it really it really is required. And that's because we have our goals and we have our own timeline, but we're not on our time. We're on God's time, which is
Yep.
borrowed time. So we have to catch up to his time.
Hmm.
And we think, oh, once we do something, we just check it off. And it's like, oh, I don't appreciate it because I was supposed to binge do that. For me, I didn't graduate college when I was supposed to, and I was going to skip my graduation. My friends were just like, no, go. And I'm like, this thing was supposed to be done 10 years ago. It's whatever. They convinced me to go. And then I said, Latoya, wow, like you did that.
Hmm.
That was the first thing. And then, even with this business now, one thing I'm learning, you don't know whose life is tied into your yes.
Yes.
Sometimes we're living in prayers and blessings that's not even our own. Just because you're praying to win, it's your mama prayer, it's your
Hmm.
daddy prayer, it's your great granny prayer. But just because
Yes.
you're on the receiving end, you think it's your own.
Hmm.
So saying yes and showing up in obedience, showing up and understanding his alignment, but then humbling yourself,
Hmm.
correcting your heart posture, checking in because we can get distracted in our success. You have
Yes.
to reconfigure. You have to say, God, we good? Okay. I'll go back. I'll go back. It's like when you're playing a game. You got to get rehydrated. Let him
Yes.
continue to replenish and feed you. Because if not, you're just gonna be on that train. Oh, like, oh, I'm winning. And then that's when corruption happens.
Yep.
That's when distraction happens. No, I don't care where God takes me. I pray for my first 100K month. I pray for my first heavy six-figure month. But
Yes.
guess what? I will always check in with God.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be like, listen, the money's showing up. Don't let it sit at the back of my head too long. I don't want to count dollars. I want you to tell me what's next,
Yes.
please. Because if not, your heart posture can
Hmm.
get misaligned. So divine alignment is the only way to live. Look at that city just being washed out basically the other
Hmm.
day, yesterday. There is so much that is
Yeah.
happening in the world where it's
It
just like,
is.
do you not just want to be aligned? Do
Yeah.
you not just want to be in a place of understanding? Like, listen, I've done my life. What you
Yeah.
got for me? I don't want
Hmm.
my roadmap. I did it. I did the Fortune 500 company. I did it. God, what you got?
Hmm.
I want your nourishment. I want your provision
Yes.
because just when he was providing the fish to his crowd and what was it, was probably like, I don't remember, it's like 10 piece of fish, he fed thousands.
Yeah.
The same way when he replenished the wine, he thirst the quench of thousands of
Yeah.
hundreds of people at the wedding, because I don't know whoever just have thousands of people, he was saying, but well, he did, he will. But
Yes.
if you follow him, he will never leave you. He will never
Yes.
forsake you. So he wants you to live in that place of thriving and of
Yes.
abundance, of overflow. You just got to show up and do your part and just keep your eyes locked in on him. So for me, as I grow, I say, God, we good? We good? Because when
Hmm.
I feel like I'm getting distracted, listen, a few weeks ago, I was having too much fun. I was in New York with the Knicks. I was at this party. I was at this private event. And I came back home and I said, God, I'm overdoing it. I'm overdoing it. I don't like it.
Reel me back in.
I'm I'm working differently.
Mm-hmm.
correct me.
Yes.
So, one thing I learned is I chose every single day to center and make room. I declare it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I say, I make room for you in my heart. It's not to the side, it's up front.
Mm-hmm.
Being intentional about him, your faith, and your life. I just did a content saying I realized I denied God for comfort. And you're gonna be like, wait, what? The girl like light will gonna come down? I denied God for comfort because in times when I would go walk to the beach to reconnect with him, I'm listening to my music and my gospel, and I'm walking past people and I want to sing, I want to praise, but I'm just like, I don't want these people to look at me crazy. So I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
one day walk past, and then I said, no, you're actually denying God. He wants you to
Yes.
talk about him in every way, in every single thing. He wants you to look crazy in front of other people.
Yes.
But
But I
guess
mean,
what?
but you don't look
They don't
crazy here
matter.
because we welcome that in the balance room. Like
Yes,
you, this is
exactly.
definitely the
He
space.
wants you to get so comfortable in him
Hmm.
that you become who he needs you to be. So
Yes.
now, girl, you can finally walk into the beach singing, "Believe in Me" by CC Winans.
Oh, it's giving comfort. It's
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
comfort.
Girl, I am trading comfort for uncertainty. And
Yes.
I have never seen more of a guarantee. I have never seen more of a greater commission because I am in awe. I am not in lust. I am not lost. I am in awe because I am aligned with my Lord and Savior. And He is
Oh,
building, He is
I'm
working, and
definitely
we are
tagging
serving.
you. I gotta tag you. I'm training. I'm trading comfort for uncertainty. So when I post that and I tag you, I'm gonna make sure I give you your credit because
Yes.
everybody come and they drop gems, and I always take something.
Yes.
Everybody got a lot for me to take from, but I'm gonna pick the ones that I like the most, and then I'm gonna share them because yeah, this is definitely gonna be a great replay. Like what can we know you have your drop today at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
2:30 p.m.
Two
Eastern.
thirty,
Yes.
two thirty.
Yes.
So we know we have the drop. So if y'all go on her website now, you're not gonna see nothing. You're just gonna be able to sign up for the drop.
But there's a discount if you sign up.
Oh, so make sure we all about signing up for the newsletters around here because we want to stay to know what's going on. So y'all
Yes.
make sure the link is in her bio to make sure you go sign up. And if you happen to watch the replay and it's after 2:30, then you'll see the launch there. But outside of your restock that's happening today, is there anything else you want to share with us that you have going on that we can expect from you before we wrap it up?
I gotta ask God if I could tell it.
Hey,
But
hey.
I could tell you, we still got some weeks in Q3, and he's showing your
Mhm.
girl a favor. And he told me 2 weeks ago, he said, "You are in your audacity season."
Mm.
So I'm shooting my shot and I'm
Yes,
blindfolded. I've never shot
yes.
a basketball and made a hoop, but guess what? I will with God. Because won't he do it?
I love it. I love it. Listen,
But
you better tell them. Listen, when I go have a conversation with God, I'm gonna be like, listen, I if you didn't see it, or if you might not have gotten to it yet, Latoya did the work today.
and I'm learning through all that he is doing to hold on to my excitement because some things require it to be just you and him. Some things
Hmm.
require that intimacy. So I'm like, God,
Yes.
like I just kind of tell one person. So I'm like, okay, I'm learning that. And then when he works, I'd be like, well, hold on. I thought they was just that. He's just like, no, there was a piggyback on that. I just needed
Hmm.
you to trust. So I'm gonna give it to God. And anything new, I promise I will highlight directly to you so you can know first. Once he says, give it to the Thrive Room. But
Yes.
something I can share.
Okay.
I will be featured in the upcoming version of Voyage Miami, and we
Hmm.
do have a Jamaica newsletter too that's coming out, so I can give you a little sprinkle, little tease.
Oh
So
yes. So something to look
Maroon
forward
already
to.
Maroon already has global range.
Okay. Yes.
We haven't sold anything globally yet, but guess what? We're putting our stamp there.
Yes. Oh, and I always like to ask my guests to leave an encouraging word for someone who might catch the end of this or who might see it and say, I love what she's doing. I have this thing and I'm not sure where to start. What words of encouragement would you have for them?
If there's anything I am learning, show up, pray, and just be present.
Mhm.
because what may look like fear to you is courage to someone else.
Yeah, that was okay. Yes. I like that. I'm gonna put, so I do a lot of clips because
Yeah.
I share the entire video on on YouTube. Sorry, I share a
Okay.
lot. The whole video is gonna be on YouTube later today,
Okay.
and I clip it up. I'm gonna, yeah, I got a lot of clipping to do for you to post. But I'm so grateful for the time, for you sharing your journey, your experience. I'm looking forward to the drop at 2:30. I'm definitely gonna check it out. It'll be my first time experiencing the products, and I'll make sure that I set a little reminder so that I can continue to share with the community, because I think you one of them ones. You
Thank
one of them
you.
ones. And I'm
You
grateful
are
that we crossed
too.
paths today. Thank you. I
You are
received
too.
it.
Listen, because the Thrive Room gonna be bigger than the Shade Room.
Listen, hey, and if we can do that and we can
No,
help
no,
Black
no.
women,
When we do that,
when we do that, yeah, let's correct that. When we do that,
intentional language. Yeah, but
yes,
when we do that,
the goal is going to always be to create those spaces for us. So
yes.
when we're there, you will get the invitation to pull up and be like, girl, remember that moment we was on live and we was talking about like it's here.
Yes.
So you
Yes,
will get to
absolutely.
share that. Like that's a moment that we want to share with the community, because everybody has been showing up. Y'all have been helping me build, whether it's virtual or in person. I am a person of gratitude, and I can't say thank you enough, but I will always continue to say it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you tremendously. Thank you for giving me this platform to speak, to share, to learn a little bit more about you. I am happy to be present. I look forward to staying connected and being in the room, watching everyone else thrive and just learning more, watching you highlight, watching you radiate and just
Yes,
build
thank
and grow.
you.
So I'm excited for your journey. Keep doing what you're doing. There is nothing wrong with resetting, rebranding, refining, because guess what? There is always a season, there is always a time. Continue to work in the detail as God provides, and you are going to be superseded by your own expectations.
Yes, I received that. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you so much.
You're
I'm gonna be in them.
welcome.
I'm gonna be in them DMs because I always have to send a voice note
Girl, I'm gonna
after
send
the
you my number.
live.
I'm gonna send you my number. You don't need to DM me. You use that
Okay,
green bubble, right? You know that Android, right?
no,
You an iPhone user.
I got both. I got
Okay.
both. But
Send the
I do be
iPhone
throwing.
number.
I throw a little
Send the
shade
iPhone
to
number.
the green sometimes. Yes, but please feel free, send me your
Yeah.
number. I'll make sure that I respond timely so that I can give it back to you, so that we'll be communicating in real time and not just on social media. But thank you
Yes.
again for your time.
Thank you so much. You have a great day,
Thank
okay?
you. You as
Thank you,
well.
everyone. All right. Bye.